5 stocks under $20. That's what we're looking at today here on 40 Finance. My name's Jeff Beers, and today I have 5 stocks for you that I think are worth considering. They all come in under $20. We do this every single month. And just as a disclaimer, this is for basic research purposes. I can't make choices for you, but maybe these 5 stocks here will help you to research some opportunities for yourself. Let's jump right in. All right, so first on the list today is MyTech Systems. And with Mitek, the opportunity that we have here is a company that actually may get bought out soon, and also a company that has technology based around mobile image capture that they've translated into not only a sort of identity play for mobile devices, but perhaps more commonly, they are the ones that help you take a picture of a bank check and automatically deposit it into your bank account. So MyTech Systems has a nice little play on technology, and I think coming in at $11.12, there's an opportunity for this one to go up in the near future. Taking a look at the TipRanks dashboard, their projections for MyTech Systems, we had 4 of the best performing analysts in the TipRanks system. The average for Mitek right now comes in at $15. That's over the next 12 months. We have a high bar of 20 and a low ball of 12.50. So if you just go with the average, that's a 36% upside. Definitely an intriguing play if you're looking for some quick money over the next 12 months. Pay attention to Mitek, dig in a little deeper. They have had an earnings miss recently in 2018, so it could be time to jump on board while they're missing some of their goals and see if it can be a turnaround story in 2019. Number 2 on the list is AMC Holdings, AMC Entertainment Holdings. And AMC, as I think we all know, is a movie theater chain across the United States. And you might think that I put AMC on here because of the Avengers movie that sold out everywhere in the first part of May. And while that's intriguing, and I think certainly doesn't hurt the bottom line for AMC, I think the bigger play here is just that movies in general and movie theaters really have a bear case to them, and it's not really substantiated in the numbers, but everyone's like, oh, movie theaters are going to go out of business, everybody wants to watch stuff at home. I disagree with 2 points here. First, people like me, we might want to stay home, but there's an entire generation, Instagram generation out there that still enjoys paying for experiences out of the home. And I think now that the movie industry is probably going to get 5 times as competitive because everyone wants to move these movies to their OTT platforms. So I see good things in the quality of movies coming up, particularly here this summer. The Avengers is only the start of it. So I think that there's still some more run in AMC. I also think that there's always an opportunity when you're selling tickets for an event, right? And that's what AMC's doing. There is always an opportunity to change to a more premium seat model. So while the movies, let's say 5-7 years from now, they may not draw 500 people in a packed stadium, or packed theater, you could actually pare down the number of seats, provide a premium service, charge more per ticket. So there's a lot of opportunities for AMC to play around with their model in the future. And I think that if you can form your own bull theory behind movie theaters, that AMC is definitely a company to look at. TipRanks analysts for AMC right now have a median price on it at $20, which is a 39% upside. You also have a high bar of 23 and a low of 16. So again, if you're interested in AMC and you can form your own sort of bull thesis around movie theaters through their earnings reports, then this could be a good time to get in because most of that Avenger money isn't going to report for another 3 months. So you still got time to get in on this one. All right, next up on the list is Zynga, and I featured Zynga here before. It's coming in right below $6. And Zynga is most known for their mobile video games or app video games, however you want to call it. The big news for Zynga is coming out in the back half of the year. So they've got a couple of exciting titles that they think can really drive revenue going forward. And that's been a miss for them over the past, call it 2 years. But they have a Game of Thrones game coming out, which we know how popular that's been, and a couple other titles that they feel confident will drive earnings and revenue for the company. And all this bullish news is starting to pick up, and you can see how Zynga has already climbed from a low when the market low was a little bit under $4, and now they're up to $6. There may not be a ton of run to go in Zynga, but I'll say this, it could be one of the best $6 stocks to hold for the medium to long term, just because you're only a game hit away from turning these companies into massive profit machines. You also have the concept of a buyout since they're a video game developer. If somebody like Google has their video game system on the hook possibly for 2020, they could just buy Zynga and incorporate some of those games into their platform. So I honestly think Zynga is a pretty good play for $6, one that you just throw in the back corner of your portfolio and see what happens, because there is potential here. The TipRank analysts have it about a 10% gain at $6.58. You do have a high bar of $8. So I think the news on Zynga is very positive right now. It may not be 100% the best time to buy because they've already made a run since January. However, it's a $6 stock. So if it goes up to $7, it's a pretty substantial return for this cheap stock. I think the best play for Zynga, in my personal opinion, and one that I actually might be executing myself here, is to just buy, what can you afford to throw away on your portfolio for maybe a 2-year stretch, right? Can you get 50 shares for $300? Do you want to go for the full 100 for $600 and put it in the back? Know that you're riding it out long term. You'll have a pretty good idea in the back end of 2019 when these new games come out. Did we hit it or did we miss it? We'll have to see. All right, number 4 is Turtle Beach, and Turtle Beach is very close to my heart. I have about 150 shares in Turtle Beach right now, and it has been a depressing journey for me. They had a huge collapse in stock price. Okay, let me reiterate that. A collapse in stock price coming into 2019. It still has yet to recover. I've been buying shares in the $10 mark, guys, just to bring my cost basis down. I think my first buy in Turtle Beach was somewhere in the neighborhood of $19, $20. And I've been buying all the way down because this gaming headset company really does make quality products. And the real bull case for Turtle Beach is how gaming is already growing, okay? And it's growing across platforms and it's growing across the world. Turtle Beach has an opportunity to be one of the primary headset brands. They already are a primary headset brand in the market. They bought a German company that's going to allow them to expand into the PC games, which is the computer-based games, to complement the stuff they do for Xbox, PlayStation, and everything else. But Turtle Beach, I feel very strongly that it has a big run left in it sometime this year. Unfortunately, it's been very hard to put the finger on when it'll be because of the way the short sellers and everybody have bailed from the stock. But I can tell you one thing, if nothing else, Turtle Beach in the back half, looking ahead to like even a Q4 Christmas time, if you get in now at this level, $11 or $10 where it's been swinging lately, I think it's a shoo-in for 50% returns going forward. Here you see the analysts on TipRanks. We got a median of $24 price outlook for Turtle Beach over the next 12 months. So that obviously is over 100% upside. You have a high bar of $26 and then you have a low on 23. So everybody's pretty close to the same opinion. This is a $25 stock easy over the next 12 months. And probably one of the safer plays out there only because it's already been beaten down, right? It's already been shorted to the wind. It really got hammered by forces that have nothing to do with profits and earnings. So I have a very strong conviction about it. Do your own research, but this is a great stock if you're looking at stocks under $20. All right, last one on our list. I actually threw an ETF in here just because with this market being at such a peak high right now, you know, new records every day. I'm not particularly nervous about the fact that we are on an amazing bull run since basically January 1st. But sometimes you do want to have some defense in your portfolio, and all the stocks that I mentioned here today have seen some gains in 2019. So you start to wonder, when do the gains end? When do we sort of stabilize? Do we have another dip in the market coming over summertime? I think we probably do in 2019. I'm not talking about a recession or anything else. I'm talking about a straight up pullback. We typically have 3 or 4 of them a year. I think another one is probably going to hit us in the summertime, June, July, when traders are not as active. But so beyond that, the Invesco High Yield Equity Dividend Achievers ETF, which is more than a mouthful, ticker symbol PEY. The reason that this one is in here is because it just offers some safety. This entire ETF is based solely around dividend performers, companies that typically increase their dividend across the board. And what you get with this one is a really nice yield of 3.8%. It has a nice price, particularly for young investors who would rather accumulate shares slowly at a time. So you're under $20. And, you know, do your research, but I think that this is, if you want something that's just sort of churning out money slowly over time and kind of balances the risks of things like a Zynga or a Turtle Beach, then this cheap ETF might be something to look at. All right, guys, so those are the 5 stocks under $20 for May 2019. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any other ticker symbols you want to share, please include them in the comments below, and I'll see you on the next video.